There will always be war, but to get home, Furiosa fought the world.
Remember me.
Set before the events of Fury Road, Furiosa puts attention on the younger, titular character and her origin story. She is taken from her paradise home within the apocalyptic wasteland and held hostage by a craved gang leader who later wages war for power across the wasteland. As Furiosa grows older, she never loses track of her goal, while also harbouring desires for vengeance. Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga, is one of the best in the ongoing action franchise. Director George Miller continues to showcase practical effects and stunts, as well as some ingenious creativity and crazed designs. As an action film, Furiosa delivers and is very enjoyable throughout. Leading the film is Anya Taylor-Joy as Furiosa, but the character is also played by Anya Brown for a significant amount of time. Both actresses make the character likeable despite their lack of dialogue. Their mannerisms and expressions convey a determination and focus, as well as anger, and the transition between the two performers is a seamless one. Later in the film, when Anya starts to resemble the original Charlize Theron version of the character, the look and performance proved the casting choice was a great one, with Anya perfectly capturing the steely grit and vocals of Charlize's depiction. In the villainous role is Chris Hemsworth as Dementus, a power-seeking gang leader with a need for attention and gratification. Chris is great, carefully avoiding going into insane cartoon territory while still portraying Dementus as twisted and depraved, but also somewhat intelligent and physically capable. He's the least foolish fool in a gang of fools. The prosthetic nose and makeup effects are good at showing the passage of time on the character, but the nose does take some getting used to, and at certain angles it is a little distracting. What's also distracting is the use of CGI and lighting. For the most part, Furiosa is a good looking film with a focus on practical effects, lighting, sets and realism, but many of the action scenes and larger landscape areas are caked with CGI, robbing them of a level of grittiness. It gives many of the sequences and scenes a false glossy look, which is sometimes at odds with the tone and mood of the film. The action scenes are, however, fantastic. While many of the action scenes on paper appear ripped straight out of the prior movies, there are smaller sequences and some twists on older ideas that sets them apart. A battle sequence within a quarry involving a moving truck and a crane is perhaps the highlight of the film, plus an assault on a truck that's very reminiscent of Fury Road's key sequences. The action is good with solid editing and some well choreographed movements. Occasionally erratic, fast-moving objects heading towards the camera can be a touch repetitive, but these moments do add some style and help emphasize the reality of the stunt and the speed of it all. The story of Furiosa is a weak point. It's a traditional revenge tale, all about a young woman taken from her home who then wants nothing more than to get back and take down those who wronged her. There are extra layers such as the establishment of gangs in a post-apocalyptic society, plus the focus on politics and relationships within the wasteland, but there's little that will surprise or shock on the story front, with few twists too. Furiosa is a good time but perhaps not a memorable one. It's one of the better Mad Max movies thanks to great performances and some cool action sequences. The film falls short in terms of originality, but its added depth and world building helps it out. The action and the stunts are the standout, and the film presents them front and centre. It's just a shame that some special effects and CGI can occasionally distract from them.